Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am Billy with Craft and Cake with Billy. I'm super excited to have you here, and if you are new here to my channel, welcome. If you are returning, welcome back. Super excited you guys are here. So let me tell you, there are a lot of these little wooden pieces floating around, and I think they are so very cute. But once you get them home and realize, what in the world am I gonna do with these little wooden pieces? And they normally come out for every different holiday. They come out in alphas, they come out in numbers, they come out in just different shapes. And if you're just thinking or wondering ways to decorate them, I'm gonna show you a really quick and kind of lazy way to color them and decorate them. If you don't really want to pull out a paintbrush and paint and all that stuff, this is a really cool way to dye those wood pieces. Let me first show you some that I have made. And they are pretty simple here. I have pink ones, of course. I have a heart here that I made, and it's got the yellow, green, and red. I have the love, which is kind of tie-dyed there. And just some other random ones that are different. And of course, you don't have to use this color scheme. You can use the colors that float your boat, right? Okay, so we're gonna get into how to dye these and decorate these so that you can use them on your spring and Easter embellishments, or really any holiday or theme that you have. You can color them accordingly. Before I jump into that, I hope you guys were able to catch my little spring Easter bag embellishments from last week. If you were not able to catch that, I will link that video below. The tutorial will be linked below so that you can go out and check those out. All right, now on to our wood pieces. Now I will say the wood pieces are available at Dollar Tree, and I have also seen them at Hobby Lobby. So, all right, so I just started off with some plain wooden pieces, and I like to use ink, alcohol ink. So here I have some like spray alcohol inks. I have the drops, I have the markers, and I have the little Distress Oxide stamping blocks. So any of that you can use. And of course you can always, if you like to get a paintbrush and some paint and all of that, some newspaper and some water for changing your colors and all that, if you like to paint, that's perfect. But I just want to show you a really quick and easy way to color these without any problem, and really quick, because sometimes we are needing these pieces to go on something that we're making. So a lot of times we don't have a whole lot of time to paint. All right, let's just start off with 3. And what I'm gonna do is, I have some pink flamingo. This is Distress Oxide, and I think this is Tim Holtz. I'm trying not to get this all over creation. Just gonna shake it. And it's this simple. All you're doing is spraying. If you want a full covered look, spray more. If you want a darker pink, spray even more. If you just want it lightly sprayed, just do like a half a squirt, and you just get that effect, like the splotchy effect. All right. I also like to put extra color on my eggs here. So what I'm gonna do is let these sort of dry. And I want to put some extra color on maybe these two. So if I want to keep these pink, I'll just turn on my little hand fan. I have a little hand fan, and it works magically when you are trying to dry crafts, and it bends so that it sits on the table and dries your craft faster. So I'm going to set that to the side and let it dry. And we're going to add some more color to these two. And let's say we want to add some, I know one of these is kind of leaking, so I'm trying to be careful. This one is sort of like a yellowish gold color. We're going to use that. And then I want another shade of pink. So I'm going to use my dropper and just drop hints of pink, just like that. Okay. The strange part about this alcohol ink is sometimes when I use it, I'll decorate the front of it, and then by the time it dries and I flip it over, I actually like the backside, the design on the backside better than the front. So there is a half a squirt of that Distress Oxide ink, spray alcohol ink, and it does make a mess if you have a sprayer that sprays a little more than it should. And sometimes you can take a napkin or paper towel and get some of the ink off the plate there and just kind of splotch it around. And again, you don't have to use these colors. You use the colors that you like. All right. So that is what we have so far. You're going to let that dry. And then go into your stamping stash. And you find a stamp that you like. I'm going to use a floral stamp. I think these are probably Dollar Tree stamps right here. And I'm going to grab some of this Distress Oxide. This is Festive Berries. I'm just going to add a generous amount of ink. I do have the stamping blocks, but they're not over here right now, so we don't have to use those if you don't need to. All right, so I just added a nice generous amount of ink, and then I don't want it to be perfect, so just kind of hanging off the edge. I'm just going to apply some pressure. And then boom, look at that. And I like the look of it just kind of hanging off the edge instead of having the entire flower there. Okay, let's do something similar with this one, but we'll use this stamp instead. So we're just going to add some ink. And again, I'm going to let it hang off the side. I don't want the entire print of the flower. Just want to kind of let it hang off the side. So we're going to apply some pressure there. Let's see here. And then let's see what we have. Oh yes, look at this. And you can actually use these in junk journals and things like that to give your pieces some extra pizzazz. And it's not a big, huge, it's just a subtle, you know, a subtle way to decorate these wood pieces, right? Nothing drastic. All right. I also like to take alcohol markers, and you can kind of go around the edge of your piece. Let me see. Let me show you what I'm talking about here. I really didn't pick a color. Let me see what it would work. I kind of want to try this brown, since this is a darker. You can take your alcohol markers and go around it, or I'm just actually doing this just to see what. This is my Distress Oxide Vintage Photo. Oh yeah. And I'm just going around that wood piece to give it some added dimension. Now you can use, of course, your ink dauber. Is that what they call it? I don't know. You can use that instead. I'm sure that would work better. But I like the hints of brown around there. What do you think? I like that. So this may be already the way that you dye your wood pieces, but I thought this would be a really fun way and a really quick way and less messy way to dye your wood pieces. And hopefully you guys have some wood pieces that you can dye that's laying around. So just dye a whole bunch of them, put them in your stash, and you have them for later. So hopefully this tutorial was helpful to you. I'm sure I'm not the only one who does this, but for some reason I was trying to think of a quick way to dye my wood pieces. But guys, thank you so very much for watching. I do appreciate it. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please take a moment to do that. I would appreciate that so very much. And if you're not busy, take a moment to watch 3 videos of mine that you have not seen before. That would help me a whole lot, as well as checking out my She Shed tour. I posted that a few weeks ago, and I would love for you to see it. Guys, thank you so much for watching, and until next time, I hope you have a super wonderful day. Take care. Bye.